Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, anywhere you are in the world. Welcome to Business Analysis Simplified, where we take a principle, a concept, an idea in business analysis. We break it down, we simplify it as best as possible. We share that with you, and then you can now take those principles and begin to apply it as it relates to you, and then become better, just the way organizations use those techniques and become better. My name is Ola Ofime, and I'm your host. I have a co-host, which I'll be pulling into the show this morning any second from now. So when you see me going on my screen and moving my fingers or my pen, my style pen here, just know that I am pulling her in. Okay, so business analysis simplified. Okay, wait, before we get into that, oh, look at that. Forgive me, my manners, I'm kind of losing them. How was your week? Hope you had a great week. Hope you had a fulfilled and accomplished week. Okay, I'm pulling her in. Hope you were able to achieve at least majority of the things that you set out to do. If not, of course, we get to define our routine. We get to define our goals. Okay, I am trying to pull her in, trust me. Yeah, hopefully she's able to join. Okay, let's go find her. Yeah, hopefully that you at least did one or two things on your checklist. If you're the type, if you're like me, I keep a tab on everything I want to accomplish. Yeah, I'm trying to pull you in. Yes, I see that. Okay. This is weird. I know. Okay, let's see if this will work. Nope. That is so weird. Okay, Facebook Live is misbehaving this morning. Wants to join? Yes, let us. Okay, now it's telling me that she wants to join, and I am pulling her in. And it's saying she could not join because of technical issues. Okay, it seemed like Facebook has some technical issues going on. We'll keep trying until we could bring KDO in. So if you're like me and you keep a tab on all the things you want to accomplish every day, and you put it in a list format, and as you accomplish those tasks, you are striking them off, that's good. And if you are not like that and you just make a mental note of all the things you want to accomplish, that's good too. Whatever bakes your potato, whatever fries your plantain. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm trying to catch her, but she keeps disappearing. So we'll see for how long we could have this chit chat before we sign out. Right. So yeah, so hope your week was amazing. Right. So I was gonna just go ahead and say the topic for today is process analysis. Yeah, process analysis. So every organizations have business processes, right? And what are those exactly? Okay, I'll try one more time to pull her in because we need her. We really need her for this discussion. Okay, and request. No, it's not possible. Okay, there are issues with Facebook this morning. Hopefully we are able to get through this. Yeah, I could see her, and when I try to pull her, if you have tips and tricks, I could be doing something wrong here, but I've done this a number of times enough to know that to know the button to press. I keep getting this error message. That is so weird. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, it's not pulling her. Bear with me here. Or if you have tips and tricks on how to accomplish this, put it in the chat box. Help a girl, help your girl, help your girl here, guys. Okay, no, it's not happening. Okay, I wonder why. So I've done all that I know to do from my end. It seems like this issue is coming from Facebook. Hopefully they're able to. Okay, let's see if this will work. I'm inviting her. Recently invited. Yeah, I've invited her. Okay, let's see if that will work. Tech support. She's let's have tech support, please. Someone should. Yeah, shouldn't we be able to call Facebook? Someone Facebook should help me pull in my friend here. We gotta get this show going. Okay, I cannot. Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, I've invited you, KDO, in case you're listening. We just need Facebook to respond. So, we were talking about process analysis. No, we just started. So every organization have processes that they follow. So processes are activities, step-by-step activities that are performed sequentially to achieve a specific outcome. So it could be the process of creating a purchase order, the process of taking customer order, and on and on and on like that. I'm not going to bug you with all the details, right? And so every now and then, people will gather together. I mean, stakeholders, all the employees will gather together and then look through every step within that activity to determine what it is that they could do differently to make that process more efficient, right? Or to make it faster, or to simplify it, right? And when they gather together like that to understand and to identify those value add, non-value add activities, what they're doing is they're analyzing the process. It could be primarily to bring about a change, a major change. It could be to bring about just an iterative change. Okay, I'm still trying to pull KDO in. And that's not happening. That's not happening. I have invited us a number of times and it's still not happening. Okay, so I'll keep trying here and we'll keep having this conversation. So when they do that, they are either analyzing that process to bring about a major change, and in that case it will be called process re-engineering. When they only look at the activities, the step by step within that process, and they only want to bring about a minor change, maybe just an iterative change or something really minute, then we call it business improvement initiative, right? So process analysis happens because we want to understand. Okay, I want to pull her in again because I think she's got. Okay, so it seems like she's this number 10 is a charm because this is says it's adding. Yay! Finally! Oh my God! I was going through all kinds of gimmicks that I know to do on Facebook to pull you in. KDO, welcome on this show.
Thank you. Oh my God. I was like, oh my, what's going on with Facebook? Oh my God. Tech is amazing when it works, but
I
if it
know.
doesn't,
Yeah, it
oh my,
sucks.
you were doing good, but yourself, like, oh, maybe I will just stay here and relax and watch the show. Let's just have fun
But
watching.
I only do justice to the organization side. We need someone to do justice to our everyday living. And so I
Ah,
was thinking, okay, so when I'm done talking about organization, I wonder what we're going to do about everyday living. Guys, I'm just going to leave you hanging. I'm going to leave you hanging and say, yeah, I
no,
dropped the mic here.
no, you got it. You got it.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, great, great,
Awesome.
great, great.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah. So, and you look amazing, by the way. I like
Oh, thank you. You
that.
too. Now I'm blushing. You just can't see it.
Blacks don't blush. I wish.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So we're talking today. We're talking about process analysis, and I kind of already talked a little bit about how organizations will analyze their processes. So I shared about how every business has process, at least one.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, should be way more than one. They have
Yeah.
processes, right? And processes are step-by-step activities that human beings or machine will go through to accomplish an outcome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are called business processes, right? And you don't leave those processes for too long without at least reviewing and think about, like, do some form of analysis to
Yeah.
see what is working in that process that you could improve. That idea of continuous improvement, right? What
Mm-hmm.
is working, or what do we want to add, or what do we want to remove, right? So when you analyze process, what you're doing is you're looking at a step, each step within it, and you're asking your stakeholders or your other teammates, you're asking, is this step a value add or a non-value add? Is this step redundant or not? Right? And you're walking through each step, you're asking that question, and depending on the consensus you reach with the remaining stakeholders, you're able to rework that process and then share that with the people that are performing the process eventually, just to speed up things, just to make things more efficient. And that way, the organization overall achieves efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how process analysis is done within the organization unit or within the business context. And someone has asked me this question. I don't remember if it was in the class or just a normal conversation though. So if if organizations have processes like that, why is it then called business process as against organizational process? And I think that, okay, well, we got to go back to the person that did that nomenclature, but
Mm-hmm.
just know that business processes happen within organizations, within businesses, within any, in fact, within a family unit. And that's where I'm going to pull you in right now, because we
Absolutely.
have series
Absolutely.
of steps and activities that we perform every day that could actually be called a process or
Mm-hmm.
processes, as the case may be. So KDO, help us shed light into how we could apply the principles of process analysis to our everyday living. Take it
Yeah,
over.
absolutely, absolutely, Ola. In fact, I make bold to say our society, the economy, our community, our life, our body operates on processes. Like you wake up in the morning, there are some things that are going on in the background in your body that you're not even aware of. But the body has its own processes, right? If I think, oh, when you wake up and you want to open your eyes, there are a set of processes that takes place in just that I'm awake, I'm gonna open my eyes. There has to be a lot of messages sent in the body to the effect that eventually your eyelids will open up and then the eyeballs will do what they're supposed to do. All of that are processes. There are some of us that we have a process, an unwritten process for the day. We wake
Mm.
up in the morning, if you're the meditating type, you meditate. If you're the praying type, you pray. You go to the washroom. What do you do when you get into the washroom first? You do business, you brush your teeth, you take shower, and then you go plan your day. There are some people that, there was a time in my life so that literally when you get to work, you will not function until you've had your cup of coffee,
Mm.
right?
Right.
That is your process for the day. And then you get into your activities when it's 12, your body clock tells you it's break time. It's time to go eat. And then you eat and then you keep working and then if you are 30 days make a pay, 5 p.m. It's time to go home. Processes. And then you get home, there are a series of things you do too. Some of us, once you're coming into the house, the first thing you're doing is shedding off your jacket, putting it in the closet, then you're walking to the fridge, you're taking a cup of whatever it is that you take as a routine, and then you drink it and you go upstairs, okay, I'm going to change my clothes. Life is about processes. That's the point I'm trying to make. Every single thing we do is process driven. We're just not aware, we're not conscious of it. And the fact that our society, the community we live in, or the world as we know it, is improving on a daily basis, even though it doesn't seem so, is based on process analysis. So somebody says, I want to talk to my BFF Ola. How can I hear a voice? Oh yeah, of course, before now it would be Telegram, right? Ola, KDO misses you. Write me or see you in 3 months. Over, complete, right? That was the communication then. Or maybe if we go way back where you had to write on a scroll and give it to a bird to take it all the way to Manitoba, right? And then eventually things began to change. And then we have this telephone that, I don't know, now I'm dating us, Ola, where you had to do green, green, green before, dial the, exactly. And then somebody will pick on the other side and then the communication starts. But these days, it's as easy as the dial of a phone on your palm. That is somebody looking at the process of communication via the telephone and improving it. I was still talking to my sister yesterday, and we're saying, oh my God, what a time to be alive. With AI, with the way, the speed at which things are happening, what a time to be alive. And then I was saying, I imagine God sparing our lives the next 50 years, what this world would look like.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So everything is process driven, and analyzing the process, if we're going to improve, we must analyze our processes. If you see a human being or a person that is stagnant, it's because they refuse to analyze the processes of their lives. If you're always late to work, process analysis required. You need to check yourself. What's going on here? Is it that you wake up too late, or is it that for some of us the problem is what am I going to wear?
Exactly. I thought I'm the only one in that bucket. Oh my God, it's so tough.
And that takes a lot of your time. So when the essence of process analysis is process improvement. That is the ultimate goal. We want to see, is this thing working as it should? Is there a way to improve this? That's the goal. So we want to take a stock of our lives and say, okay, how am I doing this? What are the steps that I need to go through to achieve this? Is it working for me? Or even if it is working, can it work better? Can it be quicker? Done quicker, more efficiently. Because you did say that. It's about efficiency, right? So if we refuse as people to analyze the processes of our lives, we stand the risk of being stagnant. Like we're going to just be on the same spot. We're stagnant. It's stagnancy that's going to, we're beginning to that. So it's almost a given that if for any area of your life you want to see improvement, you must be willing. And I know sometimes it's not easy, because particularly when it comes to relationships, you don't want to analyze the process of acquiring a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Okay.
You lost me there.
Okay. So take for instance, you're a guy that, every time all these girls, they're all gold diggers, there's no true love anymore. Bro, check the process of picking your girlfriends. You're a girl, all these guys, all they want is this. They don't care anymore. Nobody wants to settle. Nobody wants to do. Sis, check the process of saying yes to a guy. What is your circle like? Who are the people you're hanging out with? Because what is around us is a function of what is within us. Right? You will only float at the level of the water that you are in. So if something is not working well in your life, you've got to do a self-examination, aka process analysis.
I like that. Yeah.
You've got to do that. It's a problem if you're the smartest one among your circle. That is a big, big, humongous problem. You know what they say? The one-eyed man is a king in the kingdom of the blind. So if you're ever going to make progress in your life, you've got to do this self-examination, aka process analysis. You've got to analyze yourself, analyze your life, analyze your friendship. You know, we joke about these things a lot, talking about friendship audit. You've got to do that audit. And like I said, I know sometimes it could be really painful to do it. 2024, it's 1/12 right now. January is gradually but surely coming to an end. Out of 12 months, we're already at the end of one. The goals you said you were going to achieve, the things you wanted to do, where are we with that? Oh, life is so difficult. My environment is so unpredictable. Blah, blah, blah. People are doing well in that economy. People are doing well in that community. People are doing well in that environment. So maybe it's time to check ourselves and say, okay, what exactly am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? You've always wanted to break into IT. You said it in 2021. You repeated in 2022. It made your list again in 2023. This is 2024. It's right there again. Break into IT. Become a business analyst. Become a IT project manager. When is that going to happen? So there are processes to that. You've got to analyze what steps are you taking. Oh yeah, I'm reading online. You can read online from, I'm not saying we don't learn online because there are a lot of how-to videos out there. But there is a reason why we talk about having mentorship, having mentors, having coaches, investing in yourself. What you pay for, you pay attention to.
Absolutely.
So how about you get into a class so that you can hold yourself accountable and then go achieve your goals? So honestly, Ola, I know we call it business process analysis, but it's actually life process analysis.
Right. Indeed.
Every single thing we're doing, we're analyzing it, whether we're willing to accept it or not. But it's what it is. We're analyzing our every steps. Sometimes we don't like what we see, and then we shy away and move on to other things. But if our lives are going to have meaning, if we're going to take those bold steps, those audacious steps we want to take, we've got to analyze. So that with the goal of improving.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, process analysis, like you said, is not just limited to organization or business context. We're telling you right now, at least Katie is sharing with you that it could be applied to everyday living to enhance personal efficiency. I like the fact that you talk about efficiency. So not just not organization efficiency now, personal efficiency, personal productivity, personal well-being, right? So identifying maybe your daily routines, your tasks, and your morning rituals, your work activities, your evening routines, right? Identifying those, and then trimming. The way I like to say it is trim off the fat, trim off the fat surrounding that, make it streamlined as much as possible so that that personal efficiency can really, really come forth. And then you see that you even have more time to accomplish more things because you're not spending. For instance, I usually will spend maybe a minimum of 10-12 minutes in the morning to pick out my outfit. And then I realize that if I add up 10 of my life, that's like 50 every week. Why don't I just set aside some time during the weekend, pick all the outfits for the next week, put them in the order which I want to wear them?
I already see a problem with that, Ola.
Really?
What if you wake up on Wednesday and you don't feel like wearing that?
Yeah, so I have substitutes. So even when I have the 5 lined out, I have one substitute just in case, depending on my mindset, like you said, depending on my mindset, when I wake up the following morning, I have my go-to, my natural go-to. Yeah.
I know.
So
it's just interesting, you know. Again, you make plans and sometimes you just don't follow through because you don't feel like. And feelings, they put us in trouble a lot of times. Imagine, like we're talking about the clothing. I know a lot of ladies are rolling their eyes at us and like, don't even go there. Because I know even if I bring this clothes, when I get there that following morning, I will not feel like wearing that. That's the problem. Feel or not. Put the clothes on and go to work. I know we want to feel good about ourselves. And I always say to people, when it comes to goal setting, when you're excited about life and you're setting those goals, of course, a day you wake up the following day or 2 days later when the goal is about to begin and you begin to ask yourself, what did I do here? I don't feel like. That's why we set goals when we feel like, or when feelings is not involved, so that when it's time for us to go do those things, whether we feel or not, we get going. Right? I know the most difficult thing to say to a lady is just wear that clothes, even if you don't feel like, because it has a lot to do with your self-esteem and how you perceive your day, and that could ruin the entire day. If a lady feels like what I'm wearing, I'm not comfortable in it, even though you've worn it 1 million times and you still wear it 1 million times, but for that particular morning, it just doesn't sit right, right? And it's going to affect your day. But I guess, I mean, laugh at it, joke at it, whatever you want to do, but the point is we need to plan. And I know that's what you're trying to allude to by saying that, okay, how about we plan the clothes we're going to wear for the week? Maybe that would save time. Maybe that would help you save you from being late. I remember back in the day in my high school when we were junior, and then they realized that the junior students were getting late because we didn't have enough washrooms. So looking at that process, they had to look for a way to improve it. So what they decided was, after during prep is when you go to study at night before we go to bed, the junior ones would close earlier and then we go take a shower, so that the following morning you're just waking up and you're brushing your teeth and just using water to rinse your face and you're ready for school. Hate it or like it, it worked. I don't completely agree with it, but whether I agreed or not, the process worked. Fewer and littler students, junior students, were getting late to school. So it means somebody was thinking. And at that time, I mean, no matter what the adults did, anyway, you still roll your eyes and think they didn't know what they were doing. But the process, I mean, you can't fight the results. It worked. So it's the same thing with our lives. Your kids are always getting late to school. You're always getting late to work. You get late to church every Sunday. Okay, maybe we should not go there.
Let's not
Anyway.
go that. That's a can of worms that you're about to open up right now.
Yeah, but the bottom line is, guys, we need to check out our life and look at the processes by which we do things. We need to self-assess and then analyze those processes and seek to improve them. Again, on this show, I know we laugh a lot, we faff around a lot, but the goal is still to bring you, value. And again, I'm going to go back to the fact that 2024 is slowly but gradually, going into full steam here. You need to re-examine those goals. Look at your processes. How is that helping you out? If, again, the question I like to ask every time, I said, if 2024 is going to be a replica, if all the months in 2024 is going to be a replica of January, what would that look like for you? Would you be willing to accept it, or will you say, no, I don't want that, please, no, because January was slow, it was crappy, I didn't do anything, it felt like I was in bed, I was just waking up from hibernation, whatever that is. But it's time to get up. It's time to analyze what you've done in January, those processes, and then improve them, right? So that 2024 can be meaningful, more meaningful.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're running out of time now. We've talked, So you pick and choose, our audience, pick and choose which one of these resonates with you and then run with it. Because the whole point is for you to identify something, right? Use a principle or an outcome of a principle from an organization standpoint. Use it, apply to your daily life. And today we talked about process analysis. Use that principle to achieve personal efficiency, to achieve personal productivity, and to improve your well-being, right? And trim the fat, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Streamline your processes, make them more efficient, and you'll see remarkable outcomes, remarkable results in your life. And as you achieve those, I think you should be share with us in a comment what you've used, how you've used the principle to achieve better results. So we'll be closing out now because we've got to be somewhere else. Another few seconds. Again, if you are still nurturing that goal, that ambition to transition to business analysis, DM myself, DM KDO. We're here to help you achieve those goals, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So until next week, where we bring you Business Analysis Simplified again, we want to encourage you to be intentional
Mhm.
about your life. It's only one life. There is no
Mhm.
dress rehearsal. This is
Absolutely.
it. This is it.
This is it. This
And
is
you
it,
are the
guys.
director. You are the. I heard something over the weekend. Now you get to play two roles in your life.
Mhm.
You are both the director and the star
Oh, wow.
actor of this life events.
Hmm.
This movie that we're playing right now. This is
Mhm.
it. This is the real deal. So be intentional and make a an amazing a Hollywood star out of yourself in this game of life, movie of life that we are playing
Go.
like that. Okay, until next time, we'll
Oh my
say,
God, guys.
okay,
See you.
bye
Bye.
bye.